Hello and welcome back to BikeMatters. Today we're looking at this beast. It's the Zontes T310 Adventure Bike. So let's take a moment to have a look at the T310 closely. Now the one we have here is clearly black, which looks awesome. We've also got all this additional metalwork like the crash bars, the bit for the panniers on the back here, and also the exhaust, which are all in this graphite look, which I really like. And it's really good that all these colours match. There isn't a little bit of difference, they all match perfectly, which is great to see. One bit of styling that really stands out for me is these diamond cut wheels. Just look great. They don't look cheap at all, they look really premium wheels, and it goes perfectly with the look of the bike. At the front, all these aggressive lines, we have these LED lighting which look great. And we've got LED lighting on the rear as well. Keeping with that graphite metal work, we have these mufflers on the back which are cool touch. So after a few hours of riding you can touch these and they're still relatively cool. They're not going to burn your hands, and even better, they're not going to burn any pillions, legs either, which is really great. But overall the look is really top class by Zontes. Now the T310 does have an 840mm seat height, so it's not the lowest by any means, but at 5'6", relatively short, I can sit on this quite comfortably and I can get both feet on the ground at the same time with ease. For a bike of this size, the T310 is actually quite light. Dry, it comes in at 149 kilograms, so it means manual handling is done with ease, and on the road it's an absolute doddle to ride. You get a really decent sized fuel tank on the T310 at 15 litres, so you get reassurance that you're not going to be filling up all the time as well. You can go good distances between stops. Now the T310 is absolutely packed full of tech. We have keyless ignition, we have the LCD display, we have push button steering lock, electric release fuel cap with an awesome little mechanism. We even have a USB port as well for charging your phone, and it has an electric seat release button as well. A cool little feature that I really like is this backlighting on the switch gear. It just stands out with a little red glow, looks really nice. The windscreen is also adjustable by the push of a button, so even when you're on the go, just hit that button and adjust it into position. So all in all, we've got plenty of spec on the T310. When it comes to stopping power, the Zontes T310 has hydraulic disc at front and the back, and it runs the Bosch ABS system. At the front we have these awesome 37mm upside down forks, and on the back, looking really stylish, is this monoshock as well, which gives it a really great look. Now the engine on the T310 is actually a 312cc 4-valve 4-stroke single cylinder engine, which is producing around 34 brake horsepower with an estimated top speed of probably around 90 miles per hour. So how much do you pay for the Zontes T310 with all of this tech? Well, it might surprise you, it's actually only £3,999.99, and a bit of reassurance, it comes with a 2-year manufacturing warranty as well. So let's get this adventure bike on the road for the review. Hello ladies and gentlemen, so now we're on the Zontes T310, and we're just having some fun down some country lanes at the moment. So yeah, typical adventure bike positioning. It's all very nice and upright and comfortable, arms out, surprisingly comfortable, not too much pressure on the wrists. Now it is 312cc to be exact, but this Zontes T310 is quite a laugh, and it's a lot of bike for £4,000. There's a lot of spec on this. But as actual riding goes, this is an excellent introduction to an adventure bike in that A2 category. For anyone who's just got the A2 license and looking on getting a bike, looking into adventures, this has got to be in with a shout, I think. Now I got on this yesterday in Norwich to pick it up from our friends over at Moonraker Motorcycles, and just got lost in Norwich really. A journey that should have been about 30-40 minutes, I somehow managed to turn into an hour and a half. But it gave me perfect time to just really enjoy this bike, and it's so light. I think it's 150 kilograms dry. Obviously a little bit tall, but to ride and to manual handle this thing as well, it's an absolute breeze. It really is. And I'm short and I don't have any problems whatsoever. So yeah, I was basically on the way home yesterday. It was all chocker, it was rush hour, so loads of filtering through the city and on the ring road as well, and it's done with such ease on this bike. It really is a joy and so easy to ride. That's what makes it great for that A2 market. So someone who's just passed his test, you know, cut your teeth on this, because it's a perfect little introduction. Had a few times where it wouldn't get into first, but like normal, just let the clutch out a little bit, it'd sink into first. That was yesterday. None of that today, so maybe just user error. Gearbox is nice and easy though. Clutch is perfect. It's such a user friendly clutch. It's one of those ones that you can really get going on it. Just let rip and it will handle it. Now it is single cylinder, and you can probably hear that already. It's single cylinder, so it kind of has that smaller bike tones to it. Two cylinder would have been awesome, but it is what it is. It handles the road and it accelerates really nicely. On the dual carriageway as well, I gave it a bit of a kick, and it handled that really good. It's fast off the lights. It's really respectable. It's got more poke than I thought it would do for a 310cc bike. The suspension is great. Upside down forks at the front, I think it's 39mm. So that's really good. It's got the Bosch ABS system as well on those hydraulic discs. So some really nice components on it. We are going down a really bumpy road at the moment, and it's doing quite well, though the camera might be jolting. It's done a really nice job of keeping it a comfortable ride. Having 6 gears is great as well, although like I say, it's a bit short life between some of them. It's not long before you're then changing up again, but it is nice for that when you're cruising at a bit of speed to get in that 6th gear and make things a little bit more comfortable. Just, I don't know many bikes for around this kind of £4,000 price which will have this many gadgets on it. So if you do like gear tech and want a lot for your money, the Zontes is kind of it's got to be almost class leading without doing too much research. Might as well have a bit of fun. So as you see there, we overtook that van pretty nicely. Now one thing that's different is this indicator. Is when you're finished indicating, you don't push it in, you just slide it back to the middle. Which when I first got shown, it's like, oh, do I like that? Probably not. And then you actually ride it, it's like, yeah, this is no problem whatsoever. No problem at all. So as it builds up speed really nicely, as you can see, and it just handles excellently. This is offering a much smoother ride than I was expecting, in all honesty. Before you get a bike, you kind of build up what you're going to think about it, and then quite often you're pleasantly surprised, especially by these kind of smaller brands, or Asian brands, like a lot of the Chinese and that fall into it. You kind of think, what's it going to be like, but the quality is so improved over the years, and they're just putting out a really nice affordable bike into the market, which is, you know, a lot of these Chinese brands and that, they get absolutely slated by people who've never ridden one, but then actually ride it, and then tell me afterwards what you think. But what's it doing? It's putting a bike out there for people who can't afford an expensive adventure bike. They really want an adventure bike, but they don't have the money or don't want to spend that much money to get a top end one. Well, maybe they don't want a massive CC one. Well, this does the job perfectly. It's the thing with adventure bikes like this, is your nice clear position, comfortable on your back and your wrists and your arms, yet it's still got that kind of sporty feeling to it that if you want to have a blast, you can with absolute ease. It's like winner chicken dinner, isn't it, really? Now I'm just going to have a little play about in the countryside, but in a little while I'll take us to the dual carriageway, I think, and then on the dual carriageway I'll give it a bit of a blast, and you can see acceleration on it then as well, because it's pretty respectable. I never thought it's going to get, you know, as fast as it does, though obviously I haven't tested it to its full capability. That'd be illegal. Now, the style of this Zontes T310 is awesome. It doesn't look budget at all. It really doesn't, and I've shown this to a couple of people already. Showed it to Alex, I showed it to Jake, our cameraman, and they're just like, whoa, I'm really impressed for £4,000. Like, yeah, this thing looks amazing for the price. The front looks great. It's got LED lights which look fantastic and also do a really respectable job as well of lighting up the road. I'm going to test that this evening and take it to my old man to show him. But yeah, it looks great. All these protective bars are solid, and the colour coding as well is fantastic. It's been really well thought about. Just the styling, you can tell this hasn't been done or designed on the cheap. They've put a lot of effort into making this look incredible. So you haven't just got all the tech and then it looks terrible. You've got all the tech and it looks great, and it doesn't look like a 310 as well. I mean, I dare say some people will probably have ridiculously high expectations when riding a bike, but you've got to remember, this is a £4,000 adventure bike which is 310cc, which has got a lot of spec on it. So you're not going to get like everything being top. You're getting it done well for the price, and Zontes need a handshake for this, because I think it's really nice. So user friendly, but as I say, it's user friendly and it's a great learning bike, because it is just, you could get on this and kind of thrash it and learn your ways with it, like I say, cut your teeth. But also I think a seasoned biker who just wants a small commuter but doesn't want something as small as a 125, well, look no further, people. Take it out for a test ride, see what you think. It is one of those bikes, I think it's probably easy to write it off. It's a Zontes, never heard of that before. It's a 310, it's probably not that great. But it's one of those bikes I think you really want a test ride. Really want a test ride. And enjoy it. And see then. Because like I say, my opinion on this has changed drastically. Not like it was bad in the first place, but I thought it was going to feel a bit clunky, and I thought everything was just going to look a bit cheap. But the finish is great. It feels spot on. I haven't had anything alarming happen. I haven't had any electrical problems and stuff like that. It's all been rather tidy. Now onto the gadgets on this, and it's got a lot. It's got this cool digital dash, which it is simple, but it's clean and does the job. Sometimes in some sunlight conditions, the speedo which is there on the left hand side, the numbers are quite thin, so it can be quite difficult to actually read what speed you're doing. But that's only happened a few times in, like I say, really bright, difficult conditions. So
or difficult to see conditions. It's got this gear indicator as well, which I really like, user friendly. But let's face it, who doesn't like a gear indicator? Because it's always nice to tell you what gear you're in, and obviously it's a small bike, so the gears are quite close together, so sometimes it's easy to mistake by the sound of things. But yeah, it's got this, try and find the right button now. Yeah, look at that, electric adjustable screen. How cool is that on a £4,000 bike? Yeah, the fuel cap is electric as well. Hit the button on that when it's, you know, when you're not got the bike running, that'll pop open, which is a really cool, nice mechanism. You should hopefully see that in B-roll earlier. The seat as well, got a button for that. So yeah, you got 2 modes as well. So by default it's in sport, but there is also eco for when you want to be conservative. The mirrors, I think, are really well placed. I did watch one video where it's kind of like, oh, it's a bit, can't see enough for me, but I actually get on all right with them. I'm not sure if it's because I'm a smaller gentleman anyway. But yeah, no massive problems here. I can see really well behind me without having to really reposition myself. So no problems there. It's just generally a really nice feel to this bike. This feels really nice and solid and comfortable. So we're going to go on the dual carriageway in a few seconds time. I will try my best to stretch the gears out a little bit and show you some quick acceleration, or as quick as it can do. Well, it is being run in, I believe, this bike, so I don't want to, you know, thrash it too severely. But I think you'll find it's pretty respectable. Let's go down to first. So, let's go. So it is pretty, you get through the gears quickly, but it's pretty damn respectable. And it's now, you know, it's now I'm going along in the fast lane of this dual carriageway, and it's really comfortable, and it's not getting buffeted. I don't feel unstable. It just feels really good. There is a few vibrations coming through from that single cylinder. But overall, it's pretty impressive for a 310, I have to say. So yeah, it's a 15-litre fuel tank on this bad boy, which is pretty damn respectable. It's a 310cc, it's probably going to be commuted. You probably do some touring on it. I doubt you're probably going to go, you know, around Europe on it, although I dare say it's capable, but you probably want to choose something that's a little bit more suited for that kind of distances. Nice clear vision, all working rather harmoniously. I mean, obviously, I'm testing this for probably 2 to 3 days. That is the honest thing. So, can I tell you what this bike's going to be like in 2 to 3 years? No, I can't. But what I can tell you is, on initial impressions, this has completely surprised me. So big shout out to Lexham Insurance. They power our channel, they power BikeMatters. So without them we would not be able to do what we're doing. So big thank you to them. If you're in the UK and you're looking to get insurance on your moped, scooter or motorcycle, head on over to lexhaminsurance.co.uk, get a quote direct, and hopefully they'll be nice and competitive for you. If you prefer to call, then we'll put the phone number in the description below. So you can phone them up, but it's a UK call centre, and one of the specialists will be able to get you a nice quote, hopefully. So yeah, big thank you to Lexham. So that sadly brings us to an end of eventually going to have to stop riding this now and go back and park it up. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you found this informative. If you've liked it, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help. If you've got any questions about the T310, or you've got one already, let us know what you think about it. Put it all in the comments all sensible questions and thoughts and opinions. We always try our best to answer. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please hit that subscribe and notification bell as well, so you're informed of our future content. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.